Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
For a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Freeman again, a first down carry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On 1st down, Murray. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On 1st down, it's Freeman, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try to right side with Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down.
18, Tatum. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
53.
This is Murray.
Watch twins.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds Latavius Murray. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Pull it high. Watch out.
They'll run on 1st down. Murray. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
30 base. Hey, high 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from second to third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check Mike, 27. Here we go, here we go. Fire.
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in there.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. This is taken at about the 14.
Ready up.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a second down run for Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Hey, hey, hey. We got 3, we got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Ready, ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 45's the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Okay, go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here I come. Here I come. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. On the ball now.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, Haywood.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On second down, it's Murray. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
64, wait. Yo, back.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They run from the shotgun with Murray. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A 43-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they double their lead, pushing it up now to 12-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Break that, just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Julio Jones, the lone receiver, left. So it's first and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Throwing again, Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. To throw again is Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Recon, 152 fighter.
47. Be a long game for you. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
20.
He's coming. We got double up.
General West.
Check.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They go play action now. Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that. And having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool.
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Hey, Tuesday. X3, 218, chopper.
Ryan will throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Again, it's Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got Smith here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 27. Go.
Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
We want it. Come to my world.
Snap.
They'll set up to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
That's going to be a long day. 45.
Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he slings one that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
That's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On first down, it's Freeman, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 41, Ryan. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
61, matchbox, right.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 47's the mic, boy. Hey, take 10. Check, 47.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And they got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 2nd and 6. This is complete to Michael Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. He got 29 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
70, Indy.
I got you, pump.
Hey, Alpha.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now they'll run. Murray. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Check. 45 to mine. Army.
Again, it's Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Freeman again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And the Falcon first down.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
Watch the
Hey, express, express.
Kill.
Ready, flat.
Ryan to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they do...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long.
Let him know. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, Delta. 45.
He'll drop to throw. And he finds Cook. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Jones has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
A gain of 18 on the play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Julio Jones once again the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Here we go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Give me that ball, defense.
Here's a second and 7. It's caught. Smith. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive.
When's the Mike? Watch one. Watch one.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Defense. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
Check 24. Check 24. So Mike's number 1. Mike, hit it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Ready to break.
54. Mike 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. Throw outside, complete. It's Murray. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
So Mike number one, Mike number one.
Second down and inches. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Murray. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
So Mike number one. Double dog. That's the way.
He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Saints, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,